In this video, we'll explain Clarity data types and how they are applied to the columns of a project. Each column of data in a Clarity project has a data type, which can be changed at any time. When a project is first created, Clarity assigns the data type of string to each column by default. Clarity provides a set of predefined data types for you to choose from. These include basic types such as string, integer, boolean, and date types. Clarity also provides a set of predefined custom data types such as phone, email, or social security number. Custom data types are marked in the list with an asterisk. Users can also create their own custom data types. The entire set of Clarity predefined or user-defined custom data type definitions are accessed through the Settings menu, Custom Data Types option. All custom data types in Clarity are defined by combining a basic data type with a set of constraints. For example, the predefined custom data type zip is defined as the basic string type modified by a regular expression that enforces a format of either a 5-digit code or a 5-digit code plus a dash symbol and a 4-digit code. You can click the note icon next to the regular expression for each Clarity predefined custom type to view the description of it. The unique constraint of the zip custom type ensures that Clarity will validate and flag any zip codes in the project that do not conform to the definition, just as it will flag any data values that do not conform to any basic type, such as the case of an invalid date format. You can manually change column data types on the project panel, or you can change them from the Data Types and Constraints panel, opened when you select the Validate link. Here you can manually change column data types just as on the project page, or you can have Clarity auto-suggest data types for the columns by selecting the Auto-Suggest button. This feature is most commonly used right after a project is first created, as each of the column data types will have been set to string by default. The panel that appears requires you to select all or a subset of the project rows to analyze. You set the threshold to guess type to the minimum percentage of rows in the project where the column values must precisely match an existing data type. Where analysis falls under the threshold, Clarity will suggest the string type for the column. For example, if you set the threshold percentage to 80%, then in order for Clarity to suggest a type other than string for the column, 80% or more of the row values must exactly match one of the existing data types in order for Clarity to suggest that type. When you click Next on this panel, Clarity analyzes the project data and presents the results with the suggested data type for each column shown along the top. Any columns whose data failed to match the threshold percentage will have the suggested type set to string. Here you can accept the suggested type, or you can change it using the drop-down menu. This panel also shows how many values in each column were matched to the available data types during the analysis. In this sample project, we observed that 3 out of 4 values in the code column are numeric, even though the column type is set to string. In the Auto-Suggest panel, the threshold is set to 75%. When Auto-Suggest is executed, it results in integer as the suggested type. The results also show that 3 out of 4 data values in the code column were matched to several numeric types. However, since none of the values contained a decimal point, the suggested type was integer. When we cancel this outcome and return to set the threshold to 76%, the Auto-Suggest returns string for the column, since only 3 out of 4, 75% of the code column values could be matched to a single type. You can also define your own custom data types within Clarity, or you can edit the definitions of the existing predefined custom types. All custom types have the same configuration options, so we'll begin by explaining how to add new custom types. Again, you'll reach the Custom Types page by selecting your Account Settings Custom Data Types. In the Custom Data Types pane below, click the Add a New Type button. The new row corresponds to one new data type. By default, string is selected. You must first enter a name for your new custom data type. Then select your basic data type. When selecting a basic type, the set of constraints that apply to it are automatically displayed. If the string basic type is selected, you'll be able to apply a regular expression to control the string format. Or you can create a valid or invalid list of string values that the data will be validated against. When supplying a regular expression, you should also select the note icon next to it to enter an explanation of the expression format. To apply a batch of custom data types to the project, you can click Import to import multiple data types described in a JSON file, as long as the columns indicated in the JSON file match those of the project you're importing it into. You can also modify or delete any of the Clarity predefined custom data types. Initially, all of the Clarity predefined data types are the string data type configured with a regular expression. This concludes this demonstration.